Good morning, everyone. It's the morning of February 28th. I'm wanting to just briefly talk about my monthly dividends for the month of November, how much I received, which stocks, kind of show a little histogram chart, you could say, of what my dividends have been for this month and kind of what I expect to happen for the upcoming month of March. So, monthly dividends for February, almost $170. I got paid from Realty Income, General Mills, Procter & Gamble, and CMS Energy. It brings my trailing 12-month dividend payments to almost 3,400. My portfolio, at least as of this morning, is yielding basically 2%. Here is the chart I wanted to show. For February, slightly over the same month last year, February of 2025, I got 157.43. This month was 168, so almost $12 more than last time. Now for the future, what I expect to happen, not the future, but for this next month of March, I expect to get a similar amount. I think it will depend on when my dividends come in for VGT and VOO, because they kind of have similar times of when they issue dividend payments for SCHD, which is why I think that's why this is so high, is because those three all happen to fall in this month, whereas but for June and September, they're slightly under because I think either VGT or VOO, they paid just barely before in the prior month of May or July. I guess I could go in and look at that real quick. If we go to, here's my dividend payments table. Yeah, so in March of 2025, I did get VGT, VOO, and SCHD paying at the same time, as well as some other companies. But then for June, VOO didn't pay. They were actually in July. So you can see right there. And then let's look at September. Yeah, see, it was a similar thing in September where VOO actually paid not in September, but October. So I guess if these stocks basically pay in March as well, then I should definitely expect my March dividend payments to exceed last year. So I should expect it to be more than $606. So uh, we'll see if that happens. I don't know of any upcoming dividend increases, though I do believe late in March is when SCHD's reconstitution happens. So I guess, so depending on how that goes, that may affect, well, that will most likely affect, though I'm curious to what degree it will affect SCHD's dividend payments for the rest of the year after March. So June, September, and December. So we'll just have to see. Again, as of this moment right now, I'm dripping all of my dividends, so they're all just going back into the stock to buy it more. So this upcoming month, when I get SCHD, when they pay, again, that'll be about $370 or so, just buying more stocks, more shares of SCHD and for all the other stocks. So it'll be, again, assuming that the market for years to come does fine and does what it's been doing. It'd be interesting to look back and just see how these dividends have built up over time. So yeah, I think that's all I need to go over for that right now. If you watch this, appreciate it. Talk to you later.